How's it going out there? Welcome from H2TechVideos. Today I'm going to be going over the pros and cons for the Nexus 7, which is the new Google tablet that just came out maybe a little less than a month ago. This tablet was actually manufactured by Asus, and I kind of want to go over just some of the general specs that it has. It's a 1280 by 800 HD display, backlit IPS display, so really good screen, really good, rich in the colors. 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera, only 340 grams, so it's a lot lighter than a lot of the other 7-inch tablets. 1 gig of RAM, and it has a built-in GPS. There's also minor stuff, but those are kind of like the main things I just kind of wanted to share. To start with the pros here, my first big pro is just how responsive the touchscreen is. I mean, I feel like when you tap, it's just so quick, you almost never have to really wait. This is just kind of a book here in the Kindle app. Let's see. Oh, let's go to Google Play. So this is Google Play Store right here. I was just installing Skype. I mean, it's just lightning fast in my opinion. Let's go to apps. Swipe over. Let's go here. So it's a nice, quick tablet. The display is really beautiful. The words and everything, you know, it's nice and big. It really stands out. That's one thing I'll make a note of is I played with the Samsung Tab 2, Galaxy Tab 2, and I like it, but I feel like the words are just too small. I feel like Google really accommodated the fact that, hey, it's a smaller tablet, but, you know, we need to make sure the text is large enough so people can actually read it, and I felt like that was kind of a challenge when I did play with the Samsung 7-inch. So anyway, so touchscreen is real responsive. Keyboard is very responsive. I'm gonna do a little test here for you. So I kind of made a mistake there at the end, but typing is really easy, and you know, it has that little noise when you type, which you can always turn off, but I find that it's helpful when I'm typing to kind of make sure I'm kind of hitting, you know, letters and whatnot. My next pro would be it's got a great, it's very easy to hold it, a good grip because of the rubber backing. This stuff is really amazing, and it just really allows you to get a good grip. I've never held it and been like, oh man, I'm afraid I'm going to drop this thing. That's one thing about the iPad, which I also have. You know, because the back is that aluminum or that metal, you know, the shiny whatever. If you don't have a case on it, you're like, man, like I don't want to drop this thing. Where this, I've never bought a case for it. I really don't plan on buying one for it because it's just so easy to hold, and it's a good feel, and you know, it just feels very secure in your hand. So that's a big plus for me. Next, it's a good weight. I did mention that it is 340 grams only, so it's a lot lighter than the Kindle Fire. And you know, this is something that, you know, if you were like to buy this for your mom, your grandmother, they could literally toss this in their purse and take it with them, and then just pull it out if they wanted to just read a book real fast. One thing about the Kindle, you could do that, but you definitely would notice the extra weight in the purse because the Kindle was considerably heavy. Also, it's at a great price point, literally $199 for the 8GB version, and if you want 16 gigs, it is $250. So it's priced to sell, and it's worth it for the price. A lot of times we say, oh, I don't want to spend that much, I'll pay less, but you're paying less, but you're getting like the best for that price. So I thought $200 was a great price. I feel like it's really undervalued because of all that it has on it. Next thing is, it does come stock with Jelly Bean, which is Android 4.1. And so this is literally one of the first devices that actually had Jelly Bean. And so there's some cool built-in features that you won't see on any other tablet right now because of Jelly Bean, which allows it to run so smooth. For example, when you do the pull down right here, let me see if anything. Yeah, I don't have anything here right now, but usually when you have like an email, it might say you have like 6 new emails. Take your finger, and you actually, 2 fingers, you drag down, and it will actually show you a preview of those emails. So it's a really cool just add-on that they've added for Jelly Bean. Also, this one has Google Now, which You start with the home icon, and you just kind of pull up, and it takes you to here, which is a quick Google search, and it also kind of like gets used to the things that you search, so you can actually, you know, find stuff easier. So great plus having Jelly Bean. Can't wait for it to get to my phone. I have the Galaxy S3, and they just added some really nice things to make it a lot easier. Even one of the small things they added was when you move around apps, that whatever's on the page will actually move around, so you can, you know, like switch stuff where before you'd have to actually move it off the page to put it where you want it. So great thing about Jelly Bean. Let's go ahead and keep going here. Another pro is there's a great stock email application and calendar. Let me go to the calendar, which is right here. Calendar is awesome. You can actually enlarge or make it smaller like that. It's very easy to add new events. You have your full month calendar here. So that's one thing I'm very big on, keeping a good calendar, because I do a lot, and so it's just nice to have a nice display where you can literally open this up, you know, let me see my week, and bam, it's right there, and you can change it, you know, by day, by week, by month, or just to see your, this is a really nice view, a little low there, or just see your regular agenda. So that's a big, you know, thing. I'm always about a good calendar, so I can keep track of my schedule. And also the email application as well is also just a really nice view, especially when you're in landscape. I have all my emails right here, all my folders, so it's really quick and easy just to get around. So that's one thing I love about this being a 7-inch is, you know, you could literally take it anywhere, and when you have that downtime, you could just kind of pull it out and be able to do a quick check, or, you know, play a game, or, you know, just the sky's the limit on what you can do. And, you know, I would feel comfortable doing that kind of stuff on a tablet opposed to a computer, because imagine how fast it'd be to pull up an email on here, you know. So let me go ahead and keep going. These pro and con videos, it's so hard to stay on track and for it to, you know, drag out and be so long. Next thing, it does have scratch resistant Gorilla Glass, and it's really a big help, because I feel like the screen has been like almost smudge proof, because I really have had to clean the screen. I mean, it doesn't really attract fingerprints. You know, like I'll be using it all day and not feel like I really have to clean it. So just a great screen. Also, another pro is a great web browser. It does come stock with Chrome, and so Chrome is a great web browser. It's really quick. The only downside to this tablet is that it doesn't come with Adobe Flash, and there's actually a way that you can download Flash, because it's basically an issue with Android 4.1. They're trying to switch over to using HTML5, and so because of that, they didn't put Adobe on it. But I'm actually going to have a link in the video that'll show you how to get to a video that'll show you how to download Adobe Flash for any Android 4.1 or Jelly Bean devices. So don't worry, it doesn't come stock, but it's something you can get for it. So let's go ahead and jump over to the cons. The first con for me was that I didn't have any expandable memory. I guess it's a good price point, and, you know, maybe that's why they were making it so low, is that they didn't add a lot of bells and whistles. But I always want expandable memory just to be able to add and not feel constricted with space. So that's just one thing for me. The second thing, it does not come with a file manager, and a file manager, what it allows you to do is, you know, being able to save documents, being able to organize certain things on your tablet. It doesn't come with it, so you would have to download one separately. It's not a big deal, but it's just something nice to have stock when you buy it. Okay. Next thing is, it does have a front-facing camera, but it doesn't have a rear-facing camera. So that was kind of a turn-off for me. I kind of feel like I would have liked it if it had that, because they have a lot of the great apps where you can like go to a store, you can scan barcodes, and you can actually, you know, find out prices. You can take quick pictures. So I feel like it was something that I would have wanted to have on this. So that was a con for me. The next thing is the battery life. It's only a 10-hour battery, and basically 9 hours of video playback. I felt like they could have done more with the battery as well. I want to say the Galaxy 2 7-inch, that one has either a 12 or up to a 14-hour battery life. So for a device this small that I would carry with me all day, I'd want to know that it could handle a whole day, and that I wouldn't have to like worry about trying to plug up and charge midday. So that was another con for me. Another thing, this is a small thing. I did have some Wi-Fi connectivity issues a couple of times. For some reason, it wasn't reading my home network. Not really sure why. I did a little Google search, and a couple other people were having some minor problems. Not as big as the issue the Kindles were having with Wi-Fi, but I'm not really sure why I was having those connectivity issues. So that was a con. But most of the time, the Wi-Fi is good. So don't let that be a stopping thing for you. And last thing was, or second to last would be no video or HDMI out. So kind of would have liked to have had that. Like if it's something that I would buy and keep for a while, you may want to run it to your TV and run the Netflix or a video you have on there or something like that. So that was kind of a disappointment. And the very last thing, I feel like they should have offered an LTE option, an option that had built-in internet, built-in 4G, and maybe that's something they'll add with the next generation of these that come out. As you can see, Kindle Fire has added an LTE option now with their new Kindles that are coming out, so you'll actually be able to get the internet wherever you are. A tablet this awesome would just really be even better if you could always be connected with the internet. For that business person that can say, hey man, I really want to be able to check my emails or stay up to date with my calendar, if it had that option, you could do that. Now, if you have a phone that has a hotspot feature, you could always link it up, but it's just extra work. It's nice when it's built in, it's ready to go. Disregard that phone call. So, to wrap things up, what is this tablet good for? Who is it good for? The main things I would say, it's a great tablet for entertainment. More so for streaming and less for storing, so you wouldn't really want to download a lot of stuff to it, but you got your Netflix, your Hulu, Pandora, Spotify, all those apps would work great on here. It also will be great for book reading. It does come with Google's stock book reading app. It also comes with a magazine app, as well as I've downloaded the Kindle for it, and the Kindle app works just fine. So if you're looking for something that you can read with, I definitely would say go with this over the Kindle Fire. Next, I would say social networking. Facebook runs really smooth on here. Twitter, Instagram. So another plus there is, if you wanted to buy this for like a kid or a teenager just to be able to have fun online, this would be a great tablet for that. Web browsing is going to be great. As I showed you in the video, email is going to be awesome. Just being able to stay up to date with your emails, sending, replying, forwarding. Great calendar management, and last but not least, great gaming, because it does have the Tegra 3 quad-core processor, so games run really awesome on this tablet. So to wrap this up, I would say this is the best 7-inch tablet on the market right now, and this would be my full recommendation to get this tablet over everything else you're going to see on the market that is 7-inch. It's amazing. It's priced at a great price, and it's literally stocked with so many features that there's no reason why you wouldn't want to pick up this tablet and just have a ball with it. So great for yourself, great gift for others. I think even an older person, you could buy this for them and you could teach them how to use it fairly easily. Very simple operating system that would not be hard to teach to an adult. So that was my review on the Nexus 7. Pros and cons there. Hope you found this helpful. Do me a favor, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, like the video if you found this helpful. Go ahead and subscribe to H2TechVideos and keep watching for us, alright? Have a good one.